Hey guys, welcome to the video walk around of my 2003 Honda Element that I converted into a camper. To get started, I'll go ahead and just open up these doors right here. You can see the Element is awesome for camping because it has these kind of large doors that move in half. Gives you a lot of space in the center of the car, which is really nice. And then we'll just kind of dissect this bit by bit. So for starters, you'll kind of notice this large cooler right here, and this thing is it's an actual like fridge. It has a pump. It uses Freon. It can get down to about -4 Fahrenheit, so you could freeze things in there if you'd like to. But you know, if you look in there, there's not a ton of space, but I mean, you know, it's definitely usable if you want to live in there long term. So I'm going to take this out and then we'll move on to the next videos. So this area right here is kind of like the electrical switch panel. You get a little closer to it, and we have this kind of master disconnect switch right here that turns the power on and off for all the accessories. So I put in an LED light system. Cost like $9 on Amazon. Thank you, China. That was a great little bonus. And then a couple of different cooling fans, one for the battery while it's charging, another one for the inverter while it's working. So yeah, and then this module right here, it's like $16. It's made by Renogy, and that takes the energy from the solar panel up here. You gotta step up here, right here, and then converts it into, you know, stable 12-volt energy that can charge a battery. So I've done a bunch of testing, and that's a 100-watt panel, and it creates enough energy to power the fridge and to also charge the battery if you're getting an average amount of sunlight. So that's pretty cool. And then next, if you come up here, I built this bike rack, and it's kind of like a fork mount bike rack. So, you know, my forks will go right here and just clamp on, and then the bike just kind of hangs out. So I kind of had to fabricate that to get it to work, but it worked out really well in the end. And we'll just keep moving around. So on the back side of the car, the Element has the tailgate, which is awesome. And you know, I've just put some storage spaces here. So the largest storage space that I have in the car is this drawer right here, and it's pretty big. You know, I would say it's 5 feet by 2.5 feet, something like that. I just put it on little wheels right here, rolls in and out nice and easy, and stores a lot of stuff. So there's a smaller storage compartment here, not that much space, but you know, good for something. So we'll go over to this side now, and I can talk about this kind of cargo carrier that I bought. It was a little difficult to find a cargo carrier that would only cover half of the car because I wanted the other half exposed for the solar panel so that I could get energy. And so what I had to do is I actually bought a hitch carrier from Harbor Freight. So this is actually meant to be mounted on a hitch on the back of a car. And then I just drilled some holes right here and then mounted it to the roof bars, and it does a great job. And it's actually much more heavy duty than the really flimsy aluminum type roof racks that you see online. So now we'll go to this side, and you know, in this car, you kind of have the problem of not being able to lay flat all of the way if the seats are back. So I had to solve this problem by creating kind of a flip down system for the bed. So what happens is I'll take this strap off, and then I move these hinges down. And if you get right here, you can come down right here. You can kind of see how these hinges just slide down, and then it connects right there. And if you kind of zoom out, you'll see that it creates, you know, like a 1.5 foot extension for this bed to rest on, which is just really handy. And then if you come in right here, I've got like a little fan mounted on the side, just to keep me cool. You know, we're in Northern California, so it gets 100 degrees out, and I don't want to cook inside of here. I know it's a toaster, but not for me. This is the battery that powers the entire thing. And if you get a little lower, you can kind of see, yeah, not really, but it's an 8D battery, so you could do a little bit of research on that. But basically, it's the type of battery that powers a large tractor, like a Caterpillar. It has a 210 amp hour capacity. It's a lead acid battery, but you know, it kind of matches the capacity of lithium batteries that are like $2,000, and I got it for $100. So I don't know who's winning there, but I think it's me. So that battery is large enough to power the fridge for at least 3 or 4 days, and then it's also enough to just kind of run the inverter and the fans. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of this car. I also couldn't point out that I did put I ran a wire from the battery under the hood to that battery. And so the car's alternator will charge that battery also when it's you know, needing charging. I put an isolator in between the two batteries so that it only charges when the car is running. And I can put a link for all of the electronic accessories that I've put into this car. I can create links for that. And so yeah, but yeah, thanks for coming and checking it out. Really stoked on this build. It took me about 3.5 weeks altogether, and that was including a transmission swap at the beginning. So yeah, thanks for watching.